Hola! Here we are again in Vanguard's Saga of Heroes. Fighting with Ulvari and trying to gather their mandate order pages. But first, a little bit of let's try to take care of this. We collected 2 or 3 videos ago at least, and maybe I'll be. Whoa! I'm going the wrong way here. Did I get within anyone's aggro range? No. And welcome to the post commentary. Yes, it's the Let's Player's curse. Did you notice in the audio there a moment ago there were a couple of dropouts? That's right. It's gotten worse, and out of about a 30 minute 6-second video in total there's about 8.5 minutes of original commentary. Anyway, so if you didn't catch it before, what I'm doing at this point is trying to take care of the Carpenter's Supplies mission, which I tried once before, and I couldn't. That didn't work. The goal seemed to, the step at least seemed to be to talk to I can't remember his name right now. Maybe we'll see it in just a moment. Kamashi Sunrain, there we go. And so I took a swimming shortcut to Tentry's farmstead, and now I'm going to be looking for Kamashi Sunrain. I believe I know what happened. Why I lost the commentary related to the mute button on my headset. I believe I had it set in such a way that moving around managed to push the button, and so I now look at it to make sure it is not muted now, which actually I can tell. I'm using Audacity to record this over commentary, and I can see the waveform that the audio is actually being recorded. I believe I'm talking now about the fact that with this video of the Let's Try, I've now set it up on a desktop computer, and so you should see some better video quality. Okay, so here I review the quest. It does seem to imply I just need to talk to Kamashi Sunrain.
I saved the best for you.
And here I'm looking for something to do. Well, I noticed this, and I'd seen it before, but I've now changed clothes, specifically into my diplomacy clothes, and this is I think the first time we've seen the diplomacy interface, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm looking through the tooltips here, occasionally clicking. When I click the speak button, it points out that I have to select a statement, or at least implies I have to select a statement. And what I failed to notice in my original playthrough is that if you look at the lower left, there are some card-shaped empty button slots there. I believe that you'll notice in a minute I open up the diplomacy skills, and I still haven't tried this, I don't really know, but I suspect I simply need to move the diplomacy skills into those slots, and then it's like I can pick 5 diplomacy tones, or I don't know what, assertions, comments, dismissals, so on. Preload them there and then use them. I assume that means I have to. I don't know. I shouldn't really be speculating, because I'm sure if I will just go and start the diplomacy quests that I would learn how to do it. So at this point I gave up on the because I couldn't figure out how to do that diplomacy thing. And in fact, I don't think it was in any way related to the Carpenter Supplies quest. Or does apply to the Carpenter Supplies quest. It does not. I believe it does not. And so at this point, I decide to simply completely give up on it and abandon it. And let's just continue on and go fight some Alvari. And here in a few seconds, we'll get the largest portion of original commentary that's in the entire video. There's some bits after this, just in a few of just very short, very short sections. So here I am taking the swimming shortcut again, and I'll stop here and let the past me take over. Search the Alvar in the Shining Waves Village. Okay. That said, I don't guess there's any reason I can't, go in from the roadside. I mean, effectively, I have to kill Alvari until I collect these pages. I think that's pretty much it. Can you sprint, swim? Couldn't really tell if there was a difference there. That said, I'm about to start fighting. I need my endurance. That was kind of a mistake. We can get it back here pretty quickly, I think. You know, the one thing I haven't been doing is I have not been using the food. Maybe I'll try to do that this time. More crafting facilities out here. Let's see. This guy looks like might be able to fight just him. Okay, yeah, it's not going too badly. I'm taking a fair amount of damage. A little late to get a touch of whirlwind on him there. Okay, again, mobile corpse. Okay, nothing useful there. Let's take a seat for just a moment. Let's see if we can pull this guy. See, how far can we move back here? About to here. One reason not to wait is that I effectively lost... Oh, okay. That went pretty straightforwardly. Still no pages. Can I reach that guy? Try going up here. Pulling... Well, he moved off on me there. I realize I'm being a little over timid here, but I'm not sure about how well I can do with these at this point. Oh. I think the key to do that is Y. But it's okay, I use the user interface there. I don't know, I wonder how quickly these respawn. I'll take a chance and wander in here. Stand by this tree. little bit of lag there. Let's try to get our yeah, that endowment of life. That can be handy. He had nothing, it seems. This guy's wandering by here. Still not getting the loot we're looking for here. May have to be going after some others, like the veterans or something. And welcome back to the post-commentary. I hope you enjoyed that. That was almost the entirety of the original commentary in this video. There will be 2-3 sections that are about 30 seconds long, and several that are like 5 seconds long. You know, not even complete sentences, even a couple of single syllables. But by and large, that was it. Still haven't found any of the pages. I think that's about to change, though. I don't remember if it's this fight or this. And here's an instance where I accidentally end up pulling a second guy. He walks by and joins, and it looks like, I still haven't entirely decided, but it looks like the touch of woe that I managed to get in there on the first warrior must have had some effect on the second warrior, because you notice as soon as I start actually fighting him directly, he's already down to like 55% or something like that. Somewhere he took other damage, and I'm you know, thinking maybe the damage shield, which I think Touch of Woe effectively is, even though I've cast it on that first warrior, it applied to, you know, as long as it was active. Of course, I wonder, I didn't really notice the activity when it stopped being active there, but as long as it's active, it seemed like, you know, hopefully maybe it takes effect on all. We gotta find this chest here, and you know, there's some stuff here. I think it's craft related, but I really didn't look at it beyond that in my original playthrough there. Oh, actually, I see now that I do have one of the... I have page 4. I'm not sure if I just overlooked getting that a minute ago, or if I already had that when I started the second area of post-commentary here. And here I decide I'm still trying to figure out whether I should be fighting you know, in different places or different you know, spawns to get the other pages. I thought I'd try one of these possessed veterans. They turn out to be, at least individually, no challenge at all. And having nothing in this particular case to loot at all. I notice if you scroll back there a little bit, there's I think a chest. Yeah, you see it right there on the side of the building, and I think there's another one in front. They don't appear to be... I don't see any particle effects coming off of them, so that may not be related. I have a vague memory in my previous you know, try at this game some months ago that I think there's a mission where you have to search multiple chests to find something. I don't know, I could be confusing it with something else though. I think we can just yeah, that was one of the really short areas of original commentary there. I got a minute, what, about 2-3 words? I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I ended up. You know, it's one thing to say I accidentally pushed the mute button repeatedly, but it's interesting that the default somehow was to have it muted. So just continuing to fight Alvari, playing somewhat, well, quite cautiously, I guess, trying to fight just one at a time. Even though they're, not much of a challenge, and I saw fighting before that that fight with the two didn't go too badly. Although in that case, I'm not sure, but I think I got the original Alvari warrior down, to some extent before the other one joined in. So that wasn't a complete battle with two creatures at once. Now this, thanks to Colossi here, and you'll see my first emote here, which I couldn't. I somehow remembered slash bow, bow, that's the word, bow. I think there might be shortcut keys or something to do those, but I'm a fairly quick typist, so slash bow doesn't take very long to type. But anyway, thanks to Colossi or Colossi there for the buff. I didn't stop to really pay attention much to what it was. Oh, I think I looked. It was more health, I believe. Which that's one thing I'm having trouble with. You'll notice in this session is these die fast enough, at least individually, that I don't often get the endowment of life. I think that's what it's called. That gives me additional health, and I think slightly better regeneration, health regeneration, maybe. Still no more pages. We're going to get a little bit of a sound here in just a few seconds. Hardly counts. Hope you can be patient. And okay, well that was more than a sound. That was half a sentence, maybe. If you could say I actually speak in sentences. Oh, by the way, this was sometime back in the video, but during the that longish section of original commentary, I started to say, gosh, now I've forgotten what I was. Oh, that at one point when I rested there, one downside to resting, you need to do it to get your health back and endurance, but your gen fades away, and so if you can keep the battle moving, you can build up gen, and it makes it easier to use the skills like Touch of Woe that require more. I think Touch of Woe requires 3 gen, if I remember correctly. The one I use all the time, that what I just did right there, the spin kick, whatever, I forget what it's called, requires 2 gen, if I remember correctly. So I now have 2 of the pages. I got page 2 now, so page 2 and 4. Still looking for pages 1 and 3. This isn't going to go on too much longer. This because I found these next 2, I think, pretty quickly. I think one thing I mentioned in the original commentary that didn't get recorded was I've noticed with these fighting with these Alvari that I'm getting more opportunities to use the counterattack. That may be an increase in skill and parry or something for me as well. I don't know. I could have been overlooking it in the past. In fact, I think I may have missed it a few times in this session. See, there it is. I think that case I'm not sure if I managed to use it there. I am starting to remember that Y is the counterattack button. If I did get it off there, it appears that I can use it repeatedly, possibly, but I suspect I just didn't manage to hit it. Here you see my elite jumping skills. I think one of those buffs that I've got there, maybe the second one from the left, is gives me improved jumping. It's not a lot, maybe 10%, 20%, something. But it does, make me able to get up and check that out. I was basically looking there to see if it was worth trying to find another way into the village to, more easily access some safe battles, safe-ish battles. I didn't find much, though. Mostly those possessed veterans or whatever. that, at least at the moment, don't seem to be of any value to me. You'll notice we now have 3 of the pages, so we just need to find the 4th. Let's see if I can... Another 2 or 3 words there. I think this is the first time I've noticed this one spawning up on the rock here. Well away from the others, so I might as well take him on. I think as I mentioned, I'm playing this now on a desktop computer, and this is in a different room, and it's a completely different keyboard. It's actually I'm a software developer by trade, and I use a professional Kinesis keyboard. It's a kind of a high-end, medium-end ergonomic keyboard. This is completely irrelevant, but some years ago I had some back trouble, and ultimately I don't know if it was really had anything to do with it, but I decided to invest in this keyboard, and it took a while to get used to. It's, you know, the keyboard it's all one piece, but there's a large space in between, like in the middle between like the T and the Y, G and H, B and N, and so on. And also there's no normal space bar. There's instead where my thumbs would be, there's actually a set of keys, including like Control and Alt, as well as Enter space, and then on the left side, Backspace and Delete, Home and End, Page Up, Page Down, so on, that I do with my thumbs. And all that took me 2 or 3 days to get used to, but it's really completely natural for me at this point. But that said, it's not ideal for games because it's awkward to use. You know, if I'm using the mouse with my right hand, it's awkward to do anything but the lower left, the left side keys with my left hand. I can't really access the right side keys very easily, and for example, space is on the right side. Space is the default jump key, and you may have noticed back there a little bit, I went in and added backspace. I tried to add backspace actually, and it wouldn't let me, and I added delete. Delete's not quite as easy to reach as backspace with my left thumb. It's right beside it, a little further to the right, but I think I'll get used to it. Gonna get a little bit of a syllable or so of audio here in a few seconds. We're getting, yeah, that was it. And so you'll notice this is my first actual harvesting, I believe. It turns out, at least for skinning, and there may be variations, but it's much the same as looting. You'll notice I'll end up killing another one of these a minute ago that aggro's on me. And I'm sorry, I'm just checking my list of when the audio cuts in here so I don't talk over myself. Anyway, you right-click on it, and I didn't even have to go into my harvesting gear. It automatically came up, and you saw there was kind of a, I don't know, there was a different mouse pointer when I could harvest. And after doing the harvesting, which is somewhat dangerous if you're in an area where there's aggro creatures, aggressive creatures, it becomes basically something then you can loot just like any other loot. Here's one of my longer sections of original commentary, so enjoy. So, it has been a bit more than a day since I played, and got too close. Man, I don't know if it really matters, but I should have changed my clothing before, I guess. That said, these guys don't really seem to do that much damage to me. Okay, interestingly, I see it's another angle. Okay, Yeah, that was it. You'll notice in that case there was something to loot from the razor shell snapper, and I got that opportunity first. But now you'll see that pick. The mouse pointer has changed to a pick icon there, and that's basically, I guess, the harvest this icon. Right click and I begin doing the skill. You notice I've been forgetting to change into my adventuring gear, and here I am trying to do just that. There we go. And so now begins, or wait, I guess I shouldn't say begins. For a while now, you may realize I've been running around and wondering why. Well, I'm looking for the Die Snow Crane, which is how I turn in this knowing is half the battle quest, where those looted pages from the Alvari. But it's been a day or two, and I do not remember where he is. In fact, I cut out the video. There's a pause here because I'm now explaining that I'm going to cut the video out and look for Die Snow Crane and get back to you. Okay, it was just a few seconds ago when I stopped. I was looking here at the, here's at the magistrate's house. Here's Tajin, and I just happened to notice this guy had a mission to offer. So let's take a look. Ozu says, "May you receive the blessings of the magistrate. Reclaim treasures." If you ever head out to that hobgoblin encampment, please keep an eye out for the magistrate's treasure boxes. Some time ago, a hobgoblin snuck in and stole the most valuable assets the magistrate owned. The magistrate has been in a sour mood since, as these creatures have been in his family for generations. If you can recover these for him, we will compensate you for your efforts. I wonder which hobgoblin encampment that is. We'll accept it for now. We may never actually complete it, but we'll accept it. Okay, I'm going to stop again and rejoin you when there's something to see. So. I fiddled around and disabled auto tracking. Maybe this was here before, but I see now a marker for Die Snow Crane. So, yeah, one of my longer periods of original commentary there, a whole minute and 10 seconds, I think, maybe. So, at this point, I have managed to get up here. Some original commentary here. I won't talk over myself if I can avoid it. Well, there's Raykill, but Ishdai. Can I zoom in a bit more? Yeah, okay. Ishdai is over here somewhere, in the building, perhaps. Very likely, you guys were yelling at me a long time ago as I walked right by the person. Yeah, and then it cuts out again for about 30 seconds here. Anyway, so I found where I could get up. One of those green markers there is Die Snow Crane, but it doesn't really show. At least I don't see right now how to see it down to the building level. So I'm hunting through here, and we'll get another 30 seconds of original commentary here. Now, can I zoom in some more? I can't, but see, it seems to imply that I'm there, which maybe means upstairs. Yeah, no one in here. Die Snow Crane. I just don't even remember what the person looks like. Pretty sad, I know. Seemed to imply... that screen. I should have looked behind that screen. Okay, yeah, so it cuts out here for about 10 seconds, and then there's a few seconds, but so I managed to complete this mission here, and we got the Greaves, and we leveled, which is what I was going to say there. So we're level 9 now, and yeah, there's only a few seconds left at this point in this video, and I think that was the last bit of original commentary you just heard there. Very entertaining, I'm sure. Praying is not high on my list of things to do, but I guess if I'm going to get a little bit better Actually, I'm looking there. I'm not sure if it's better or not. I'll have to... basically, another sword there that might be better. It doesn't look like it's a lot better. I'll have to... Once I get it... That said, I think I did just get it. Or no, it's for the other mission. I got the greaves now. So, I'll be putting those on and... in the next session.